Hello and welcome to Glittershinenails. Born Pretty Store have very kindly sent me some exciting nail art items to show and review here on my channel. This will be a two-part video, however you'll be able to find all of the information on these products in both of the description boxes below, along with my 10% discount code. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you have the bell notification turned on. And please also like this video. These really do help out my channel, thank you. So here are all the items that I've been kindly sent, and I'm going to quickly go through them. To start with, we have some water decals, and these are geometric necklace designs. They are so pretty and have amazing detail on them. There is 6 different designs in each set, and they come in 3 different sets. This is set 2, and I have to say I'm really looking forward to using these in my next video. The next item is a set of 4 different thicknesses of rose gold striping tapes. There is 3 glittery striping tapes along with a plain striping tape. These 2 here are the 1mm, which is really super small. Then there is a 2mm one, and then also is a 3mm. I do have some striping tapes, but I've never ever used them, so this is another item that I'm super excited about using, and who doesn't love rose gold? And then we have a container full of black metal matte rivets. I have a few different colours of these, like silver, gold, rose gold, but I didn't know there was a black available. There is so many different shapes to choose from for your manis. All of these first 3 items will be in my next video, as I'll be creating some manis using these items. This is something that I haven't done in a long time, and I'm really looking forward to it. However, this brush spatula tool I will be using in this video. I love that it's arrived in a plastic container. This really does help protect it in travel. It's also really easy to get into as well. So this is a double-ended brush tool which has a spatula on one end, and then on the other end is an oval brush. So what I'm going to do is compare this one to one that I've already got, but is much more expensive. So on first look, the outer look to them is very much the same. Then when I remove the lids, as you can see, the spatula ends again look very similar. The brush on the one I already had is a little wider. When they sit side by side, they sit really well together, and when I take a closer look at the spatula ends, I'm not seeing a difference. Now with the one I already had, I've used on a few infills and bits and pieces, which you can see, and the Born Pretty brush has not been used. This is the first time I've actually looked at everything. They also feel the same weight too, but there is one difference, and that's the older one has a logo on and the Born Pretty one doesn't. The other main difference between them, and purely the main reason I'm doing this, is the price. The older one is £13 or about $17. The Born Pretty one is priced at $5.99, so in the UK that's about £4.50, which for me is very purse friendly, and I could honestly get 2 for the same price as the older one. There is many things that you could do with a brush spatula tool, and I'm going to be using it for an infill on my dominant hand. But you could use this for mixing glitters together, or mixing gel polishes together, or even making glitter gels. You could also use the brush for applying the glitters and gels, or even as a clean-up brush, but for me it's infilling my nails. So when I do my nails, I have a hand stand that I use. It can also hold all 4 fingers, but I mainly do 2 at a time. And all this actually is a nail polish wipe remover container, and I've just added some sparkle to the top. As my hands shake due to the tremors in my hands, this is very helpful for me to use because it steadies them out. So on to the products that I'll be using, and I'm going to be using a dehydrator and a primer, which I've already applied the dehydrator to my nails. I've also got my base coat and my hybrid acrylic gel system that I'm currently using, along with the slip solution. I've also got a clean-up brush on hand just in case. So when I'm working on my dominant hand thumb, I like to try to keep my hand in sort of a fist shape, just to give me some more stability. And I'm going to be applying a layer of the primer to the natural nail growth that I've got. I've already done all of my prep work. Now I like to use my dominant hand to get any of the product out first, like I'm doing here with the base coat, and then passing it onto my non-dominant hand. Just finds it's a little bit more steadier. I'll also work in small strokes as well. I just find that I have a little bit more control over the application. It's so hard working on your own nails, and even more harder when you're working on your dominant hand. Now, any of the product that I accidentally hit the skin with, I will clean up with isopropyl alcohol and my clean-up brush before curing in my lamp. I have found over time it's just practice to figuring out what works best for you. I have also tried a lot of different hand support pillows, but I just find that they're either too big or they get in my way. So this is my preferred way of working. I'll then apply my second coat of base coat and again cure. I do find that I only do my dominant hand on a good day. With my hand tremors, this can cause me some big problems with application. I also like to take my time. If it takes me hours, it takes me hours, and I try not to stress over it either. So now I'm going to apply the hybrid acrylic gel system using the brush tool. When I use my tool, I like to make sure that the spatula end is wet with the slip solution. This just helps the product release onto the nail more easily. I'm also using the tool in my dominant hand while squeezing the tube in my left, and then I'll swap the brush over to my other hand. I'm then going to use the brush to gently brush the product into place, using small and gentle taps and pushes to put the product where I want it. I did find this brush really helpful because of its slightly smaller head. It really fitted into them tight little corners of the nail and down the side walls really, really well. I also found that the brush didn't take in too much liquid either. When I first started using this type of product, I didn't personally want to purchase a tool like this, as I found that I already had enough brushes and tools to make it work. However, since using these types of brush spatula tools, they're so much better using it. They are so much better than I ever would have imagined. You don't need to keep putting brushes down and picking up other tools. It really does make a difference. You can literally switch ends. I definitely know that I'll be purchasing a few more of these brush spatula tools so that I have some spares, and because they can be used for different things like glitters and gels, they are such a good idea, and mixing will be so easy. So once I'm happy with the application of the product, I'm going to cure that in my lamp, and I have to say I'm very happy with the application. The smaller brush really works so much better for me. So I've also applied a small second layer as well, and I did that off camera as I wasn't quite happy with my apex once I could really see it. So I'm now going to show you how I work on my dominant fingers, and I'm going to come in on my second layer of base coat on these two fingers. And this is where I will try to use the brush fanned out to cover the nail. I'm going nice and slowly, and once I've applied the base coat, I'll clean up anything that I might have accidentally gotten onto my skin before I cure. And then I'm going to repeat the same process again of applying the product to my index finger. Another thing I did find, because of the brush being smaller and fitting well into small gaps, was that my application on my dominant hand was so much cleaner than it normally is. I'm a builder gel nail tech at heart, and it has taken me some time to get used to using this type of product. But I think the brush has a huge part to play in the application, and I have tried a few. This one will now probably become my go-to brush for my nails. Now also, after I'd finished filming this, I went on and I gave my non-dominant hand a very teeny tiny infill, and it worked so well. This is something that I've never done before on my dominant hand or non-dominant hand. I've been highly impressed by this brush. It has worked for me so well. So if you're looking for a brush spatula tool, really have a look at this one. This brush spatula tool also comes in 6 different brush head options, and this is number 4. I now need to go and file all of these, and this is something that I won't be doing on camera in this video, as I'm going to be using my e-file, and this is something that I won't be bringing to my channel. I just don't feel comfortable. But just to quickly show you, this is my favourite e-file bit that I use for my filing. It really cuts through product really quite quickly. And one final part, I've cleaned the spatula with my isopropyl alcohol and the brush with my usual brush cleaner, and they have come up like new. My part 2 will be my next video uploaded, which is Friday, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss this. And I just want to say thank you to Born Pretty for sending me these products to review. There's some really nice products. Thank you for viewing my review tutorial on these Born Pretty store products. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you did, then please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Comment below. I love to hear from you. Hit that subscribe button and share. Also, don't forget to come over and follow me on my Instagram page at glittershinenails. So until next time, thanks for watching and bye.